Alright, so in this video, let's look at graphing the equation of a circle. And the equation that they're going to give us is in standard form. I have another video up where we have to graph the equation of a circle, and the equation is in the general form. That's the other form. So if you want, and the general form, you got to take it and you got to convert it to standard form. And I'll show you how to do it in the video. Um, So, you may want to check both of them out. All right, well, first let's do the standard form. So, the standard form of the equation of a circle with center hk and radius r is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So, in order to graph a circle, okay, we need to have it in standard form, which is this form here, and we need to know the center and the radius. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our first example. Alright, so here it says graph the circle. So I have x squared plus y squared equals 9. So the first thing is I need the center. So here we can see, well, there's no h, okay? H is 0, and there's no k, so k is 0. Alright, so I can see here that my center is 0, 0, and my radius, okay, well, remember the radius, this is r squared. So r is the square root of this number. So that would be, well, the square root of 9 is 3. Alright, so now let's look at graphing. See if I can make this a little bit bigger. Alright, so hopefully that's a little better. Alright, so to graph this thing, we need to plot the center, which is 0, 0. And then I need to draw a circle that's 3 units all the way around. Okay, so what I do is the radius is 3. So I start at the center and I go out to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I go to the left 3 units. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll go up 3 units, put a point, and down 3 units and put a point. And then I just draw the circle, and I know it's not going to look like a circle, and the reason for that, if you can see, the distance from this 1 unit going on the x-axis is not the same as the 1 unit going on the y-axis. Okay, if you had them the same distance, it would look much more like a circle. So sorry about the circle looking the way it does. Alright, and so here's our center is 0, 0, and then my radius r is 3. Okay, and so basically that's what you do. You plot the center, and then you go to the right, to the left, up and down, whatever the radius is. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Alright, so here we have the center is, now you should know how to find the center and radius if you're to graphing. Remember, the h and k has the opposite sign of what you see here. So h is -1, k is +2. Okay, I'll talk about that more in another video where we got to find the center and radius, so you can check that video out. Alright, and then the radius, okay, remember this is r squared, so the square root of 4, that would be 2. Okay, so r is 2. And so, well, I just plot my center, which is -1, so -1, 2. And then I'll go to the right 2, so 1, 2. To the left 2, 1, 2. Up 2, 1, 2. And down 2, 1, 2. And once again, because these aren't because they're not equally spaced, the marks. That's not going to come out right. And then I don't have much room here, but you can label your center as -1, 2, and you can label the radius, that's r equals 2. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at one more. Alright, so once again, let's find the center. So the center is 2, 3, and the radius is the square root of 2. Okay. Alright, so plot the center, 2, 3. Okay. And now the radius is square root of 2. This is where a lot of students have a little trouble. Alright, so the square root of 2. Well, the square root of 2 is 1 point something. If your teacher lets you use a calculator, you can punch it in your calculator and get an exact answer. Let's see, square root of 2 is 1.4142 and some other decimal points. Alright, so it's a little over 1, almost 1.5. Alright, so like I said, start at the center, and we're going to go over 1 and a little more. Okay, so I'm going to go over 1 and then just a little bit more. And then the same thing here, I'm going to go over 1 and a little bit more. I'm going to go up 1 and then a little more. And then I'm going to go down 1 and then a little bit more. And so this would be your circle. Okay, and then you can label the center and the radius. Alright, so hopefully this video helped, and I know my circles don't look like circles, but they're supposed to be. Alright, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, thanks.